hang on to your baby, cause this one's a screamer.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, entertainers? So time come to with another video. All right, we're doing the Hollywood hot topics. It's a lot to talk about and get into, you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hype up the video. Okay, today I had a good ass day, y'all. I did a commercial. Yes, eat your heart out, Lex. I did, sure did. But today just really showed me how like networking is so important. Although I was not no principal role of this commercial, like I wasn't the main person. Like any little thing that you get, network your freaking off. Like, I don't think people realize how small this world is. I met two girls. Shout out to them. Hopefully they're watching this video. Not only did we both have mutual friends, one of them worked for a big reality star at one point. Another one was friends with my friend from a whole nother state, y'all. And this same friend is coming to visit me soon. And I networked, and the other girl I met networked, and like it was like a whole network fest. Like that just really opened my eyes to like this world is not as big as we think. I'm telling y'all, it's about like this freaking small. Like that really opened my eyes. And not only that, like lately I've been seeing this video, right, where there's this guy, because I follow a lot of like these motivational channels, and this guy was talking and he was saying how like if you are banking on your friends and family to give you the encouragement to make it or to like be successful, you're already losing. Because he was like, basically your friends and family, some of them may not even be your real friends, and to be honest, some people you really should call family. Some of them do not want you to level up in life because they have seen you at one sort of level at once. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it kind of scares them for them to think of you bigger than what you actually are, or bigger than what you are starting to become. Like it scares the heck out of them. Some of it out of jealousy, and also some of it out of just fear, because they just can't imagine you being in a place where they did not ever see you in. So that in itself, I've been seeing that video a lot lately. It reigns true. If y'all don't learn anything from me, please believe in yourself, because nobody else will believe in you. And another thing too, do not ever pigeonhole yourself. That is one thing that I want y'all to learn from me as entertainers, you guys. Do not ever pigeonhole yourself, and believe in yourself, because nobody else will if you don't yourself. Okay, so shout out to those two girlies that I did meet today. Hopefully, once again, like I said, they are watching this, because I mean, I'm talking about like, we're talking like Atlanta, New York, and Orlando. Like it was just all these cities, and all of us, we were all three connected in a way. It was like the weirdest freaking thing ever. So I just thought I had to share that with you guys. Okay. All right, so we're doing the Hollywood hot topics, y'all. First I wanted to get into, y'all, is K Michelle versus Porsha. Now, if y'all are not following my other channel, I have another channel called Ebner Entertains, where I do cover housewives and other mainstream type shows that I do not cover on this channel. Once again, I'm separating the two, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, is play a little bit of my recap of the episode for y'all that's not subscribed, and then we're gonna get into the tweets between the two that have been going back and forth. Okay. The next day, y'all, and Pinky, y'all, is in better spirits. Okay. She done pooped and vomited all that vegan out, right? And then all the girls are like, "Oh my God, you feeling better?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, how was last night? How was the dinner?" They're like, "Oh, it was great." Right? They're lying. Drew like, "Girl, bye. It was not good." Next thing you know, they're like, "Where's Kay?" Here's another problem I have with K Michelle: the tweeting. You're gonna have to stop that. You're on a whole reality show. If you got something to say it to their face. All that on Twitter stuff, that's for us that cover the show, and you feel me, like that are bloggers and all that stuff. Like all that tweeting stuff, it's not cute in the middle of filming to me. I'm sorry. Like all that stuff you're tweeting, you have every opportunity to say to their face. So like, please, I don't be wanting to see that. It's really irritating to me, because it's like, it doesn't even give cowardly. It just gives like immature. Like you're like having like a public diary or something like that. Like you might as well write it in a private diary. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. No. She then comes down for breakfast after Shamia goes and gets her. And then here goes Angela. Kay, are you okay? And then she's like, she get to crying. Angela said, I was like, Angela, y'all, is like, Angela, the way Angela is what all of us are thinking as we're watching it, right? So she like kind of puts her hands down, she shakes it. Angela's like, okay, what's wrong? So she get to crying or whatever. All the girls start surrounding her. You would have thought somebody passed. The way that Kay was crying, okay? So they're like, what's wrong? She like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like if you could be that fake to try to plan somebody's downfall, you could even be a real enough bitch not to smile in my face and plot out my hurt, because I know the plot. Angela and them are like, what's the plot? She like, I know the plot, man. She just cried. I'm like, oh my God. Now, Kay, you done been through a lot worse on Love and Hip Hop than girls, you finding out girls was plotting on you. Please. You've been through a lot worse. You literally had a woman by the name of Rashida try to say that your experience did not happen of your abuse. And you mean to tell me you're getting emotional over girls plotting to say that your punani does not smell good? You better go to the school of Candy Burris. You know what Candy Burris would have did? The moment she found out about that, she would have threw an event. She would have started a new business with punani refreshers to make them smell good. Throw a whole party about it and say, I'm launching a new product. I'm selling it online and in stores. Because I heard y'all was plotting to take me down saying that my punani smell and made a whole sale out of it. That is the housewives way. You take what's being used against you and you flip it. You do not let it break you, because then the other person will win. Do I think there was some plot going on? Probably yes. That's the name of the game, is housewives. But also the name of the game is combat. Once you find out stuff like that, you go and do your research. You don't do your digging. That is how the name of the game works, baby. I don't know if K. Michelle really did her research before joining the show, because anybody that watches Housewives for decades like I have, we know that's the name of the game. And to me, I refuse to have so much sympathy for K. Michelle, because y'all remember when literally Phaedra sat with Nene's half-sisters to find out tea on her. For what Kay is saying, child, all they did was, it sounded like some of the girls who caught around some bloggers. Phaedra sat with Nene's half-sisters. That's blood. To find out tea on her. Nene should have slapped the fire out of Phaedra's mouth. And you crying? Girl, bye. Like, I'm sorry. I love K. Michelle, but please. Child, that scene gave the, I hate to be blasphemous, but it gave the Last Supper. You know, when Jesus cried it around, was like, one of you has betrayed me. That's what it is. That was the Bravo's Last Supper, if we're really going to keep it about. Straight up, the way that she was sitting on that table in the midst of a puddle of tears, okay? So Porsha's like, it was given, who said that? Porsha's like, Kay, if something is really wrong with you and it's bothering you, I brought you in this group. Let me deal with it, Kay. Even if I did it, let me deal with it, Kay. And Kay like, I'm just not ready to do it right now. But just know the people who doing it, y'all low down, and that's why I ain't gonna never have it. Now, Drew walked away looking a little bit guilty. Do I think Drew was calling around to find tea on K. Michelle just having her back pocket? Yes, but once again, that's the name of the game. Because you don't know what any of these women are gonna say. Look what Porsha literally just said scenes ago. And I know Porsha was doing it. I'm sorry. Porsha literally insinuated that Kelly slept with a married man. And not only that, she said that Kelly was trying to finger pop her. Those are two big accusations. You accused her of being low-key gay and being a mistress. Those are two harsh allegations. And that's in the span of 5, 6, 7 episodes. So why wouldn't I have stuff in my back pocket to use just in case somebody try to dig stuff out on me? As crazy as it is, that's the name of the game. But what bothers me, how K. Michelle got so hurt about it as if she doesn't know how reality TV works. And you cannot be in a group ensemble cast without doing your research and knowing how the game works. Okay? I feel like it was very dramatic of her, and I did not like how she did not say what the problem was right then and there. I do not like when I'm watching reality TV and people are withholding information. This isn't whodunit, bitch. I'm not watching a mystery show. I'm not watching the ID channel to find out who the criminal is at the end. And y'all know I love to watch ID channel. So if I'm not watching ID channel, I'm not trying to figure things out. I want things laid out right in front of me and confrontations and conversations to be had. All that is annoying to me. Like, I hate watching stuff like that on reality TV. That bothers the hell out of me. Because it's already enough to where we watching some of these shows, they have a group chat drama. We don't know what's in the group chat. And now we turn on these shows that we really supposed to have all the tea information out there. Y'all over here whispering and we not knowing what's being said. That's what irritates me as a viewer. So I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, that whole situation. Now, since we didn't get a whole lot of detail, I think Porsha was calling around to find out TRK. I think Drew probably may have once she saw that K. Michelle is very standoffish towards her. But that's whose fault, K. Michelle? Yours. Why are you standoffish about that girl over a nigga named Black? That uses black spray. Sorry, Black. No shade. He uses black spray. I'm just saying. So as she's crying, Angela looks at Shamia. She's like, oh, Shamia, I always look at your face because your face, you speak with your face. So do you know something about this? Like, did she confide in you? And she's like, yeah, K. Michelle came. She talked to me and she talked to Kelly, but I'm a good friend, so I'm not going to tell what she told me and confided in me. I get all that, but can you tell us in the confessionals? This isn't Pretty Little Liars. Straight up. What's up with all this secrecy and hiding things as if we're hiding financial records from the feds or something? Please stop it. Like, this episode really irritated me. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, Kelly is like, oh, I don't remember. I really genuinely think Kelly didn't remember because I don't think she was listening when Kim showed her. But Shamia, you could have told us in the confessionals what the tea was and what she told you. Because guess what? At that reunion, we're going to be asking that. And Andy's going to ask you that. And you're going to have to answer. Okay? If not, please don't bring her back. I feel like next season, the two people that need to go, I love K. Michelle, but I don't think the show for her. Kay, I feel like Kay and Shamia need to go. I feel like Kelly needs to be demoted to a friend. I feel like Phaedra needs to be demoted to a friend. She does not bring much. I don't know why Phaedra has a peach and Cynthia doesn't. Cynthia is giving more of a housewife than Phaedra is. Phaedra needs to be demoted, and they need to bring back Kenya and bring back Nene. And I feel like, I know they're going to have a hard time bringing back Nene, so I feel like maybe they should bring her as a friend just so that way they could test the waters and then test 2 new housewives. That's why I feel like the group needs to go in regards to, like, overall. No shade. Literally, okay? And keep Cynthia, either give Cynthia a peach or make Cynthia a friend. And I feel like that'll make a good show because we'll have a little bit of the old and a lot of new kind of mixed up together. And it'll be a really good vibe. So next thing you know, Shamia is like, oh, like, no, like, I'm not going to confide in anything or whatever. And then Porsha's like, oh, because last time when we was at the dinner, I heard Shamia's telling K. Michelle, like, you know, Drew feeling away, but she not saying nothing. If my man was DMing girls or whatever, I would feel away. That's you, though. Drew has gotten cheated on millions of times, apparently by Ralph. You think she phased about it and they're not even officially together? Of course, she may feel like slighted a little bit that she wasn't given a heads up, But I doubt Drew was in her bedroom crying tears of boo-hoo-hoo that this man was in other people's DMs. Her whole husband is an op. She's had bigger betrayals. I promise you. Like, please. That bothered me how she tried to make Drew, like, try to tell Drew how she should feel or whatever. And this is why, Shamia, it's your fault that they were blaming you for how K. Michelle was feeling, because you doing all that whispering stuff in K. Michelle's ear. The girls are going to see it as if you are telling her things that's making her feel that way. That's what Shamia's not getting. So all that whispering stuff that you were doing, trying to be funny and shady towards Drew, that actually backfired on you, because now the girls are looking at you funny because K. Michelle is being silent as if she can't speak. So they're thinking that you're putting bugs in her ear, and that's why she's thinking and acting the way that she is. Because if I was around the group, I would be thinking the same thing. Like, you're constantly in her ear. You must be the one making her feel this way. So Drew like, oh, why are you making me telling me how to feel or whatever? Like, this is crazy. Like, what? Something is really wrong with you, Shamia, okay? You are wrong. Something is wrong with you, okay? I cannot stand Shamia and Drew going at it. I'm so over them two going at it. It's not even funny. Them two will never be friends. Like, that's a nada. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's never going to be a friendship at all. And I feel like a lot of it is because Shamia sees Drew as an easy target, because she's an easy read. But like I said, this is why we need to bring some of the OGs back, because they will get Shamia right in line if she even sticks around. They will get her right in line. She would know better than to do all that hot stuff she's been doing lately on this show. I'm telling y'all. Same with Porsha. So the group kind of separates after that whole breakfast, and then we see Angela, Phaedra, Porsha, Drew, they all go in like one group, and then all the rest are kind of separated, right? So it's like a big separation this season. This season is really good. I don't care what nobody say. So it's a big separation. So they start talking about why K. Michelle is feeling that way, and they start blaming it on Shamia. I will say Shamia getting 100% of blame isn't fair, but once again, I blame Shamia because of the stuff that you're doing within the group. You're doing all that whispering and side little comments to K. Michelle and Kelly. They're going to think that you're putting thoughts in their ear because that's what you're doing publicly, right? So boom. They were kind of not plotting, but they were kind of like putting the blame on her in that scene. Boom. So Shamia like, oh, okay, bet I'm going to get all the cast together. She go gather all the cast. They sit down. Right? So they like, oh, it's some things going on or whatever. It is Shamia. And I feel like I'm going to get all the blame for everything. K. Michelle, you need to clear my name. You didn't say anything or nothing to me about any of the girls specifically or whatever. You just insinuated it, right? And K. Michelle like, right. So next thing you know, they start asking K. Michelle, they're like, what was the plot or whatever? I don't feel comfortable with saying it. Now, I do believe K. Michelle. I don't think she's making this out of thin air. I think somebody, because K. Michelle is very well connected in Atlanta, I think somebody put her up on game that they were going to bring up the Mano thing and all those type things, right? My problem with K. Michelle, though, is please say out loud. All that keeping stuff a secret or for a better time, that stuff is really annoying to the viewers. I ain't going to lie to you. So you could even see Porsha rolling her eyes as she says it. Then she brings up the black thing again. At this point, you are more upset about black being in your DMs than Drew is. Because Drew has not even uttered it to any other of the girls. Because if Drew felt a way about you and black knowing each other, any of that, I can guarantee you she would have said something about it to the other girls. She hasn't. So I hope K. Michelle's watching the show back and feels a little bad about how she treated Drew. Because, especially with this black situation, because you was being paranoid with that. I don't know about the punani smell and all that. Between you and Lauren and Betty's going wild, I don't know what's going on. But the black thing, you was doing too much. No. So she starts coming at Drew or whatever, and then Drew's just like, no, like, I only brought it up once and stuff. She like, man, like, you going around telling people I'm married with man and I'm married. I got enough men talk about me. Then K. Michelle get the bucking. Now, K, you know you can't fight like that. We done seen you in action. You ain't no baddie. Okay? You done got doused in alcohol. Near drowned. That red Florida water, like, down. Please do not try to buck up now that you're on a new another network. And what bothered me was Drew got up. Shamia, why are you getting up? Somebody doing this. Please, Shamia, stop it. Please sit your ass down somewhere fast on that BBL booty. Somebody bucking up at, let Drew buck up at you like that. See how fast you get up, Shamia. Can Michelle? Okay, so that was a little bit of the recap, you guys, and what I thought about the episode. Now, the girlies have been going at it on Twitter, okay? K Michelle, you guys, I call K Michelle. She's like A. Y'all know A from Pretty Little Liars? A used to always leave notes. She used to always be like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to be your demise. I'm going to be your downfall. She would leave little notes like all around the show, and then we would find out what A is thinking or is saying, right? So this is some of the tweets back and forth. She said, don't sit in my face and play like you didn't know what I'm talking about. You want a reaction, you can have it. Say it to my face or quit being a coward. Or be a quiet coward. My bad. Same thing. Porsha said, who's a coward? I would define a coward as a person tweeting from the same house, 2 doors down from me. Next time, let's do our job and bring it to my front door in real time. That's how it's done in Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then K Michelle said, at Porsha, no different than you being 2 doors down from me, effing on my ex, sitting in my face like you a girl's girl while telling him my business. Bimbo. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Like I was saying in the recap, you cannot be doing riddles. This isn't like Blue's Clues. Who is the ex? Was that the person you found out the information from? This is why the viewers are frustrated with K Michelle. It has nothing, in my opinion, it's not a whole lot to do with her being paranoid. It's her leaving the viewers in the dark. We watch reality TV to find out the truth about people. We don't watch it to be able to put 2 and 2 together as if we're trying to figure out an ID channel murder about who unalived somebody. We're watching it for tea and drama. We're not watching it to figure things out. So that's where the frustration comes from the viewers. And this is why she needs to be careful with this tweeting situation, okay? She then went on and said this on Twitter. She said, I don't care how crazy it look. All that behind the scene producing these ladies did. I knew about all of it. I sat there and watched quietly. I'm not new to this. I'm definitely crying when I'm mad at risk of returning my old self. And it said, keep watching. Y'all know my character. She then went on a series of tweets as of lately as well, too. And said, Porsha said, Twitter fingers is shaking the table. Okay, trying to be funny. I'm scared for this reunion. I'm not going to lie. Because the way K Michelle mouth is and the way Porsha's violent, those two don't match. I'm just saying. I feel like this gonna be the second time somebody gets popped at the reunion. I ain't gonna lie to you. This gonna be the second time somebody gets dragged at this reunion. Because Porsha, when people get to really telling her truth, she can't handle it. And then she get the bucking and swinging and all that. And y'all know how K Michelle mouth is. So I hope she's able to read back and forth. It does not resort to violence. I hope you have grown in that department, Porsha, because it's going to be nasty. It's going to be real freaking nasty. Okay? Really nasty. Now, she also put this as a reply back to what somebody said. Someone said, I love K Michelle, truly huge fan, but I found this hard to watch. It appeared to me, and I actually said to my husband as we watched it, oh my gosh, she's having a nervous breakdown. And she said, no, I'm not having a nervous breakdown. All them little girls got on there and tried to produce a show by poking me. I found out and got ahead of it and called it out. Keep your Dr. Bryant opinions. I'm the one watching everything. I have never played it on TV. Not Dr. Bryant.
And it saddens me, Kelly.
Okay.
And it saddens me, Kelly.
By the way, it's Dr. Bryant to you and to all of you guys, because Miss Bryant has legally trademarked and copywritten Dr. Bryant. speaking of that, I know this is random and off topic, but since K Michelle brought her up, let's address that. Please address her as such, Dr. Bryant, because she owns the copyright and trademark for entertainment purposes. You think I'm lying? I'm gonna show y'all. Okay, Exhibit A, Dr. Bryant, conducting workshop and seminars in self-development, sole proprietorship in California and the USA, conducting workshops and seminars in self-development, educational and entertainment services, namely providing motivational speaking services in the field of self-development, life coaching services in the field of self-development, providing group coaching in the field of self-development. Checkmate. Now, I'm not here for your lying. Dr. Brian, so you're not out in the clear, but legally this protects her extremely. So for the girlies that think she's gonna end up in the clinker, this is very smart of her. I'm not gonna lie. When I see this, I said, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So basically, how I see it, if somebody tries to see her, like sue her and be like, oh, she misdiagnosed me improperly, boop, bop, bop. It's entertainment purposes, babe. I'm not a legal counselor. Okay? I'm a life coach, educational, self-development. That's what you had. You see how that worked? Anyways, back to K Michelle though. I do feel like a lot of people are getting on K Michelle once again because she's leaving people in the dark. Now, her wanting to get a second season. Y'all saw I said on the recap, I don't think she should come back. I was talking about it with one of the women that I met at the gig I was at today, and she made a great point. She was saying that right now, K Michelle's making us talk about housewives more than ever, which is extremely true. So that in itself, to me, deserves a second season. So I didn't even think about that when I'm like, okay, that's true, because it's like the fact that she's making a trend when, let's be honest, the past few seasons, it has not trended whatsoever. That's only fair for her to get another chance. Now, the person I really feel like does need to go for real for is Shamia. Something like, no. That whole her versus Drew thing, it's just not working. It's not working at all. Okay. What do you guys think about this whole situation between K Michelle and Porsha? Do you guys think K Michelle is being paranoid? And also, what do you guys think about the tweets that she does? Because I do feel like the tweets need to stop. If you're not going to say these same things in scene, I don't want to see it in writing. That's like a baddie say, I'm finna fight such and such, and then y'all go to film it, and then you just sitting there like, I'm not you. Girl, if you don't take your ass home, like, that's crazy. You get what I'm saying? I just don't, I just, it boggles my mind as to why she was holding back on exposing whoever was plotting on her right then and there. I don't know why she would hold that back. For what? Because if they were trying to plot against you, you have every right to read them for filth. You do. Okay? Now, Porsha recently went to the Sherri Shepherd show. She feels as if Kelly came on the show trying to come for her, and she feels like that's somebody that, you know, shouldn't come back or whatever, and, you know, she feels like she does too much. Now, Kelly, that white shirt you had in that confessional was egregious. And I don't know why she posted pictures of it on Instagram trying to make it cute. Girl, please. Okay? You know housewives don't film you from the waist down. So it literally looked like he's finna go to bed. What made you think that was appealing in my Johnson voice? Like, literally, what did you think? Like, I don't know. Like, some stuff she does, I'm like, what? Like, I just don't get the mind frame of that confessional look. Like, that white t-shirt. So she basically went viral, you guys, because she wore a white t-shirt. T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. She wore a white t-shirt on the confessional of housewives. Plain white tee. Okay? A la this. Now, if the girls over there on the Zoo Network could pull up prop stunts and gags from here to the nether region, there should be no reason you're wearing this. That's just ridiculous. Come on now. We're not expect you to come in designer fits down, but it's like it's a certain aesthetic that we expect from Bravo. Okay, because Cynthia herself even said, like, back in the day, she used to wear TJ Maxx, Ross, all that, but she used to wear a lot of black so it could look chic and designer. And guess what? It works. Me watching them old seasons, oh, Cynthia be knowing how to dress. Guess what? She wasn't breaking the bank. So the money can't be no excuse, Kelly. You ain't thinking right. You know what I'm saying? You just, it's just not making sense. Okay. Now let's talk Big Akbar, not the Louis. Okay. So Akbar dropped a new track, y'all. The latest track that she dropped was the track with Biggie.
That's true. Every time I think about it,
B-I-G-G-I-G, bitches can't win me. You talking all that shit, bitch, you can't even get in for free. Yeah. Run that shit back. Yeah. Yeah, let me have one more time. One more time. Cool. Time for a better shot of clock. Bitch, you ain't talking about nothing. Time for a better shot of clock. ATL, I'm running. Time for a better shot of clock. Bitch, don't step on my gun, yes. Time for a better shot of clock. Nikki eating her fun, yes. Time for a better shot of clock. Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
What's that whole what's up? It's good, bitch. Come on.
But now she has dropped a new track and she is dissing plenty of girlies. We talking Lotto. We talking Trim, Princess Trim, y'all. Because Princess Trim, Miss Trim says she's the princess of hip hop, right? And also Brorilla. Now her Brorilla had an exchange of words because in that rap, she said that she sold her soul for $2,500 in a fake Cuban chain on the track. Okay. Now these two had a back and forth, back. And y'all, I will be bleeping and censoring the words. No shade, because YouTube, you're not gonna get me, bro. YouTube be after the girlies. I've been noticing lately, and bitch, I'm not trying to get God. That's why I sometimes it'll take me longer lately to post certain videos because I be bleeping stuff out. I don't got time.
I don't even like your sister. It just was right and was wrong, ho. You done sold your soul out here. Because both of you look just alike. You look like two grown women shaped in little boy bodies, little teenage boy bodies. You got the right one just at the wrong time. Yeah, ho. So sit your little stud looking flat chested little booty ass down, ho. Yeah, you pie face looking ass. Yeah, ho, I'm the right one. Yeah, you finna get this ass. What you want? Pick and choose your poison. Ho, look like you've been stressed out for 17 days and 17 nights on Newport. Now sold your soul for a Morstendyke bub chain. Ho, who you talking to? And you still ain't accomplished nothing but some $500 interviews, ho. Who your management? Don't even like your.
Now this is the part of the track that started all of this, y'all. Okay.
Don't even like around stand.
she will sell they soul for $2,500 in a fake chain.
Bitch, what's that they sold for $2,500 in a fake QB? Bitch, I'm Prince Atlanta. I get down in Atlanta. Candy, my cousin, yeah. I get down. Queen Nikki, she get down. She go to Pantheon. And we ain't talking sexy red. That bleedy, she going to the bed, and then we get it popping. Yeah. It's the queen of Atlanta. Yeah. We get it popping. All right, y'all know how she do. So they go back and forth about all of this, y'all.
Like your
and Brorilla did respond back, y'all.
You're looking like y'all ain't never made it. The goal is you don't start getting some money. It's still looking like when she left y'all ass on that motherfucking floor. On that mat you say y'all used to share. It still look like that. You I'm staying toes down on your ass. You look like you just like some.
Man, I'm in this motherfucker recording, bro. I got everybody sending me some shit talking about some Akbar, AK bar, whatever this old name is, noodle packhead ass. And then she talked about some. She put me in a rap, of course, to get clout, cause you know that was do. Then this bitch talk about some she the best rapper alive. Bitch, she ain't never even heard your name in the nomination. How the you the best rapper alive? And the queen of what?
Now, I'm not a fan of Brorilla, but the girl is funny. And it's a shame that she does not pursue comedy and she continues on this clout chasing tour that she's been on. It's a real shame. It really is.
I didn't even know who the it was. I'm like, who is this? So apparently she went on bad. And so this went from reality show to trying to pay for money. And you the best rapper alive? Cut it. And you getting your ass whoop on bad. Come on now, ho. You is not that. Stop it.
Now, you know what to do, babes. You cast Brorilla and Akbar for chapter 3. You know you're going to take the money, Akbar, especially since, you know, you were asking him for it so that way you don't do Surviving Zeus. Because he never gave you money before. Allegedly. So you say. The lies you tell. But, you know, we'll let you run with that.
But it be can head asshole.
All right, so I feel like to me, Akbar V's one of the most confusing celebrities, and I'm gonna tell you why. Her angle in regards to her career is always sideways. At one point, she claims that she's not gonna be in the midst of drama. She is with the Lord. She's a holy woman. She's a married woman. She's a housewife. She just does music because it's her. And then in another breath, she goes on a diss tour. She puts out tracks that throw shade. She tries to clout chase people and then starts going off on people online. You can't do both. It doesn't work like that. You can't make it like that. To me, that's what confuses me about her as an artist, because it's like, what approach are you taking? Because you can't switch it up and every 2 seconds you say, oh, I'm not going to be anything dealing with the drama. I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to be doing that. And then 2 seconds later, you're cussing people out on Instagram. So all that does is just distract us from the music, because we can't name one Akbar V song. Y'all talking about name one Bia song gone to your head. I could say Bodega, okay? We can't name one Akbar V song. Except for mine. Time for a better shot clock. Ain't time my netting. Time for a better shot clock. ATL, I'm running. Time for a better shot clock. Bitch, don't step on my buttons. Okay, on my buttons. Right? That's the one we can name. And that's only because we heard it repetitively because of me. Okay? So that's what bothers me, is you can't do stuff like that and try to have the audience appeal to you. And in the same track, she was dissing Lotto. Why she is doing that makes no sense. That lady was just with child. Are you doing this on behalf of Miss Minaj or something like that? I doubt it. It doesn't make sense. And also, what bothers me was what she said to Brorilla. Why you got to throw shots at Glorilla too? What Glorilla do to you? Straight up. That lady do nothing to you. She even Naya Bob for you to be saying all that things about her, talking about she looks slow and all these type of insults and going on and on and on. Okay? This is why Glorilla act like she don't know none of y'all. I will say though, what I agree with Akbar V is the fact that we as the internet need to do a lot better. And I'm not talking about myself, because I was very much against Brorilla being famous and as big as she is. The fact that we allow Brorilla to financially profit off of exposing her sister and get casted on a whole show, make money from a whole show, get interviews, get bookings, is pathetic. And it really shows how low we are as a bar when it comes to entertainment. We literally allow somebody who was a disgruntled sibling make fun of her sibling, expose her sibling, expose her parents, and is financially gaining from it. That's sad. And we ain't talking about Bella No Chase. It's really pathetic. If you really want to look at it in the grand scheme of things, like that always baffles me when I see her all over the internet like this, and the people constantly posting her, giving her all of this attention in love. Not as if she deserves hate, but the benefits that she's receiving from it, to me, is crazy work. You would have thought the bitch did a spell to be able to get all these riches and glory. Okay, I know favor ain't fair, but that's just straight up outrighteous. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think about those two going back and forth down below. So if you guys been following the Julio Fulio case, Sean Gathright was sentenced to life in prison with no parole. And he recently, his family and girlfriend started a GoFundMe. And he's asking for it to be able to pay some of legal bills off. My whole thing is this. If I'm serving life in prison, them bills, what you gonna do? Like, that's how I feel. Like, what? It just don't even make sense. Like, please just say you need the money for the commissary, because ain't no way. Legal, please. You want the money for snacks, some Twinkies, you know what I'm saying? A snooker. You do not need that thing for no damn legal nut, please. You are going to be that clinker for the rest of your life. I'm telling you guys, I feel like he's getting a lot of grace and privilege because he's light bright. Because the other dudes, they're not getting that same privilege at all.
Hello, everybody. It's Sean. I'm just reaching out to y'all, just to give y'all a quick update about my situation. Right now, they got me in confinement. It's just a protocol thing after Friday, but I should be out of here soon. And reaching back out to everybody, I've seen,
Now, when I say legal, it's because of an appeal that he is working on. So, let's be clear.
I've heard that, a lot of y'all have been reaching out to my Instagram page at the official Sean G. This is my real page. This is the page that I will be, communicating to the outside world from, through my management team and stuff like that. I really appreciate all the messages and, all the comments and the likes, the shares and the donations. It means more than y'all can understand. Like, it truly means a lot in a difficult time like this. We all know that God has the last word, and I just really appreciate y'all for seeing me in a different light. Y'all will be hearing from me soon. Like I said, I just have to get out of confinement, take a couple days, but I appreciate y'all. I love every single one of y'all, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Child, he said it like he Brorilla, like he got fans, girl. It's because the girls were gagging over how attractive he was, I guess, in the courtroom. Okay, so I said, following his sentence to life in prison without the possibility of parole, Sean Gathright broke his silence from prison to update the public on his situation and request financial help for his ongoing legal appeal. An audio recording from Gathright was released to the public through his social media accounts. Gathright stated that he is temporarily being held in administrative confinement as part of a standard prison safety protocol following his sentence. He confirmed that his official Instagram page is being managed by his outside management team, who will handle all of his communication with the outside world going forward. His family and management launched a GoFundMe fundraiser with a $24,000 goal to secure private defense lawyers to appeal his conviction. Now, since launching this GoFundMe, he's been receiving a lot of hate online, and also his family has been receiving a lot of threats, allegedly. This is what they're claiming. I don't get what he thinks he's going to get out of trying to get an appeal. This type of case to me isn't appealable. They have you in 4K. Like, what are we appealing? Like, there's just certain cases I just feel like you trying to appeal is like you just wasting time at this point. Like, come on now. Like, really? Because if they grant you an appeal and they overturn the sentencing, they're gonna have to do it to the rest of them. Because y'all always on camera. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. This is the statement, you guys, that the family released on behalf of him receiving all of the hate that he received. He said, we want to address the recent reports being made against Sean's GoFundMe. While we completely understand that not everyone will choose to support Sean, going as far as reporting the fundraiser, sending threats, and continuously not only Sean, but also his loved ones and family members is truly nasty spirited and completely out of control. Now, I will say, I don't think his family should be attacked. I don't like when families get attacked over one person's actions, especially when it comes to crime. If we could control what our family members do, this world would be a better place. So the family getting hate, I don't agree with that. Now, should the fundraiser exist? I don't think so. No shade. I'm just giving it a buck. No. But they shouldn't be attacked though. We have updated the GoFundMe to clarify that the funds are intended to support Sean's family as they navigate the many emotional, financial, and personal hardships that come with the events ahead. Throughout all of this, we continue to hold sincere empathy for everyone's impacted by the situation. Supporting Sean does not mean we are dismissing the hurt, pain, or seriousness surrounding what has happened. At the same time, Sean is someone we love deeply, and we will continue to stand beside him. We know his heart, and we believe in his humanity, growth, and redemption. We are beyond grateful we are grateful beyond words for every person who has donated, shared kind notes, prayed for us, or continued to support Sean during this difficult time. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. And with or without donations, we are still willing to sell everything down to the clothes off our bodies to fight for Sean. To those who support Sean, thank you for continuing to stand with him and his family. To those who do not support him, we respectfully ask that you simply block, disengage, and move forward toward causes and people you do not support rather than spreading hate, threats, and negativity. Okay? The only problem I find with this statement is the fact that they're addressing him as if like he's being accused of something that he didn't do. That's what it's like. That's the type of statement you put out when somebody falsely accuses you of something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an unaliving, but they have no evidence against you. Like, you had no fingerprints. They just going off of straight intention and a reason that you might have done it. Not a 4K footage of you doing it and multiple attempts of them doing it before it was actually done. So that's why I lack a lot of sympathy when it comes to this whole situation. And I do feel like because he's light-skinned, a lot of people feel worse than the other people that did it with him. Okay? Now, Glorilla did respond back to Akbar V. Now, indirectly at that, not directly. She put on Instagram and said, "It's so hard being a celebrity and having to shut the fuck up. Now the ready shit, man. But the hell you want you delusional bitches come up with lies and make yourself believe, man? Like, man, that shit crazy. Yeah. I really change woman because I've been here cussing so many but outland. Like, man, I'm finna go to sleep, man. I'm straight." So that was her reply to Ak. Okay? That's what she said. All right, so we have some bad news to some and great news for others. Dr. Heavenly, you guys, has lost her race for the Georgia primary. Her congressional race, she finished in second place, okay? Now, that does probably mean she's going to be returning back to Married to Medicine, okay? Oh, I know Toya somewhere drinking wine with her feet up, laughing with Eugene. Oh, now her getting second place, I feel like is very notable for somebody who didn't ever hold a political position in her life. For her to be able to put together a campaign, bust her and be able to get as much votes as she did, you have to applaud that. I always applaud people that try, okay? Because the ones that don't try be the harshest critics, okay? It's one thing for you to pop your ish, but unless you try and put your feet out in the front line, then you can really talk. So Dr. Heavenly gonna always have my respect for at least attempting to do something in the political space, okay? Because it is not easy, all right? Now, I will say, though, you're going to have to come back to the show and eat a lot of humble pie. I mean, a lot of it. Because although she got second place, Jasmine won by a landslide. Okay? But she's a winner for trying. Okay? She's a huge winner for trying. Let me know if y'all voted, because some of y'all went and ran to get an AP/Swatch watch, but y'all don't run to them polls, though. All right, now let's talk Adrien Broner. Like, I've been seeing clips all over online with him and Dean the Great. Yeah, and it has nothing to do with the gay stuff. I'm talking about him, in my opinion, being an alcoholic. When is somebody going to step in and put him into a treatment center? Like, Dean the Great was even seen taking alcohol and pushing it out of his hand, where he became extremely irate with him because he felt like he was getting out or whatever on camera, to the point where Mike ran into him, basically told him, "Hey, put the what Red said to Judy, put the cup down, put the cup down. You serious, my nigga?" Okay, like basically did one of those, but in a nicer way. And it does not seem like he is getting this. It would be extremely sad for us to wake up one day and see him getting into some situation or just any addiction. So I hope somebody really steps in and kind of like puts him in a treatment center, because I feel like it's that deep. What doesn't get talked about enough is when an athlete hits like a plateau and has a downfall, they literally question their entire existence. They feel as if, why am I still on this earth if I cannot produce what I was doing before, which is whatever field of sport that they were in, football, basketball, boxing, whatever you want to call it, right? So I think he's at that moment, and that's why he's constantly with that alcohol in his hand, and he's using that as a crutch. Now, I do feel like Dina Gray is somebody that is good to be around him, because I think it brings out like a youthful side of him, from what I've seen online in the clips. But I do think somebody really needs to step and put him in a treatment center, because it's only so much more his liver gonna be able to take before start going down. So hopefully somebody does have like an intervention with him and lets him know, if he does not take this serious, that they're not going to be around him as much. Because at this point, some of them are, I feel like some of the environment that he's in with the partying and stuff, it's just at this point he's being enabled, because all he is around party, alcohol, party, alcohol, party, alcohol.
I gotta do this.
Put that down. You don't need that.
Listen.
You worked out so long, so many years in your life, you can do that.
Listen to me. I worked out so much hard in my life. I gotta do this. I can't wait. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm telling you.
Hey, look.
Put that down.
Okay. Anyways, you guys, let me know what y'all think down below about this video. Once again, today really had me like really inspired. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below. All right, babies. Bye.